Good morning, everyone. We're going to do a little tour of our property. This is our nice little porch. First, we're going to be taking a look at my small project of this year, which just little flowers, a couple of perennials here, and then we have a newly transplanted grape here, and my spinach, which is almost done right now. So, and this is all transplanted lavender that we replanted this year. So they suffered a little bit of the transplant process, but I'm assuming that they will get much better next year. And these are just potted vegetable garden, lettuce. We have a couple of peppers here, and kale and arugula, and our two potted broccoli. That's, we'll see how they do this year. And mint. And basil, of course, basil. And then we have here the patches of raspberries. That we planted those a couple of years ago, and we have some new ones planted in between. So they'll be coming up pretty soon. So we've got like 8 plants here. And then we have blueberries. I think this is probably second or third year. And you could see how the raspberries are invading into the blueberry patch. And if the blueberries don't get better, the raspberry patch will win over. Bigger, and then those have some fruit that we're going to get some fruit here. Not a lot, but at least it's something. And then we have this new grape plant that also was planted this year that looks very healthy, and we have great hopes for it. And it's then we have this huge grape that was planted a couple of years back. That is, as you could see, doing very well. And we're going to be getting a lot of grapes from that. So it's just flowering right now. And here we have roses. So this is it's Memorial Day. Excuse me. And then we have Maria Shriver. That is just an absolute gorgeous flower, and it's just very strong fragrance. It's actually a beautiful rose. And then we have these Rosa rugosas that we planted that are reliable. Every year they come. And we have these 3 roses that we transplanted from a neighbor that actually is an old rose fragrance that smells beautiful. Not only does the rose smell beautiful, but the leaf smells beautiful. This is Teasing Georgia, a David Austin rose. That's a little bit behind the others, but that's one of my favorite roses. Again, very strong fragrance. And it will open up next week, and it's just a lovely rose. And here we have Victorian Spice, also very highly fragrant, beautiful color, peachy color, beautiful leaf. That's also been, we've had this one for quite a long time. And this is Charles Aznavour, kind of a continuous bloomer, simple rose. You could see it's kind of a poppy seed, but it's reliable, and it's free. It just goes on and on the whole summertime. This whole row here of about 5 or 6 roses is called Pretty Lady, and it too flowers throughout the whole summer. Again, a very cute rose that opens up as a little orangey color, kind of opens up and then becomes white. It's not really fragrant, this particular rose here, but it's cute. And we have David Austin roses here. The main one is called Jeff Hamilton. I think it's got a 100-petal rose, highly fragrant. And this one was just one that I put in because I needed the room. It's called Lady Emma Hamilton. More of the orange color, which also high and very, very fragrant rose. This is a beautiful rose. I just love it. This rose doesn't do well. If it was to rain right now, we would probably lose all the blooms because the blooms end up getting stuck to each other and the rose does very poorly. But if it doesn't rain, it's gorgeous. This is a miniature climber called Jean Lajoie, or as Americans would say, La Joy. It's a cute rose. It's like a hybrid tea rose, a little miniature multi-petaled rose, and it's really cute. And it's been climbing. It's doing well. Not perfectly, but doing well. And here we have more hybrid trees. So this is hot cocoa, very different type of rose. Beautiful leaf, very thick leaf, and it's kind of a brownish, I don't know, brownish, rusty type of color. Does very well. This one is not open yet, but this is moonstone. You'll see some more on the other side. This is also a beautiful rose called Elle, E-L-L-E, that is just beginning to open up a little bit. And then we have a little Pat Austin, another David Austin rose. That's kind of a miniature. This rose is actually spent right now, but it's a cute one. This big climber here is called Westerlin. Doesn't climb much here. Actually, there was a lot of die-off this year, so we had to cut it back down. But when it opens up, it's an orange-colored rose, and it's just highly fragrant. It's just beautiful. So starting from here, this is a climber called Zephyrin Drouin, and you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 of these climbers, highly fragrant. And here we have Don Juan. It's referred to as a black rose. It starts really dark, and then it opens up, and also it smells very nice. You could see here how the little hybrid tea, beautiful rose. This is called Thai. It's kind of a miniature, but it's a big miniature. Yellow rose, which we don't have too many. That's also a cute rose. It's like a little miniature hybrid tea. And these are called Starinas, all of these red, orange ones. And they come up every year, reliable. Here we have one inserted class of 73, which is also another miniature rose. Kind of starts pinkish, and you could see how it looks a little white and pink, and then opens up to more pink. And this is another Thai like we had across. It's a yellow rose. And here we have a transplanted, is it Veterans Honor? Yeah, Veterans Honor, which is not doing that great, but eventually we'll get there. And obviously we have this Zephyrin Drouin, which is another pink climber, which is doing well. So then we go on the other side of the garden. And maybe we'll come here, Paul. So we'll start with the climber. As you know, Zephyrin Drouin is another one that does very well balanced blooms. That's what I like about this one. When it comes out every year, you could see the flowers, how they're all well balanced. This is Fragrant Cloud that we've had for years, and it's probably the most fragrant cloud ever put on. It's like just overwhelming fragrance, but it's a beautiful orange colored rose. This is this is Julia Childs, which is not open yet. It's a yellow rose, and that's going to open up probably within the next 3 days. Bronze Star is another hybrid tea. Right now this rose is actually spent, but when it opens up, it's kind of a yellow color and also very fragrant. And this is kind of a pink rose. It's called Electron. It's a beautiful plant. You could see the big buds here. And that one too has very strong fragrance. Here we have a Veterans Honor, which is, it's a transplanted one. So right now it's a little small. Usually it comes a little bit bigger, but it's a red rose. And these are 2 Veterans Honor. And this is again the class of 73, which opens up, little tiny flower, yellowish tone, and then it changes to white and pink. And let's see, here we have, that's another Veterans Honor, I believe. Yeah, another Veterans Honor that's doing a little bit better. And another class of 73 back here, which is has been doing well. And here we have Pearly Gates, which was a transplanted rose way back when, and it's doing well. It just opens up a little later on. And then we have our row here of Betty Boop, which is just the most cutest little rose bush you could ever have. You could get to see the color combination. It starts as a little orange, well no, I shouldn't say orange, yellow and pink. And as it opens up, it becomes white and pink. Beautiful leaf, very highly resistant to bugs, and it too will flower over and over again throughout the whole summer. And then, well, we'll do these here. These are the Canadians. John Franklin, which are, you know, they've been here for years, and they have kind of a pinkish, reddish flower. And I guess they bloom mainly in June. They do produce some flowers later on the year, but mainly this is the big time for it. A lot of them are not open now. And then this is my miniature bed that Paul made for me. And these are all miniature roses. This is called Irresistible. They're a little taller than the real miniatures. And they're very easy to take care of. These are called Raindrops. Is it, what you call that? Oh yeah, Amber Scented. Anyways, they're just lovely. My favorite is the little Raindrops here, because when it opens up, you could see how it's just a little baby rose, and then it just opens up, and it's cute. Really not a lot of fragrance to it, but it's just a cute rose. And then we have these moonstones. We have 5 moonstones here. They usually open up a little later, but we actually won the big award with this rose. It's too bad that it's not in bloom now. It's a beautiful rose, no fragrance, but it's a gorgeous rose. And here we have Double Delight, which also has been one of our reliable roses. Beautiful, nice smelling, just a wonderful rose. You could bring that to your friends and everybody loves it. In the corner here we have Don Juan, which is the same Don Juan we talked about on that side, which is referred to a black rose, and you know, highly fragrant rose. My sage. And another is Zephyrin Drouet that does very well here. That's in full bloom right now. There's another one of our beautiful Double Delight. And behind us we have all of the peach trees that Paul planted for me. We have 2 white peaches, 2 yellow peaches, and 2 nectarines. And the trees are doing actually very well right now. And then we go here past where we have a bit of a vegetable garden. I have 4 cucumbers. They're finally doing better now. We have the 4 tomato plants, and then we have broccoli that we're trying for the first time this year. So we'll see how that works out. And I have my little lettuce here, and we have blueberry bushes over here in the raised garden, and 1 grape that's doing very well. The leaves look well and they look healthy, and flowers are just about ready to come out. And then the vineyard, which is here to our left, which has been trimmed down this year, and is now flowering. So you could see the little flowers, and now we await the fruit to come. So we're just hoping that we won't get any diseases. We've got more blueberries here that don't have too many blueberries. Again, the plant looks beautiful, and we'll see how they do. We had a harsh summer, a harsh winter this year, so we're thinking maybe that's why we had a bit of a die-off on the fruit, but we don't know for sure. Unfortunately, we're learning every year. And then I have my strawberry patch here that is doing wonderful this year. A lot of flowers. We just started picking the fruit. And we have one of our old grape vines that I don't think is too happy right now. We'll see. The leaves, there's some curling of the leaves, and it's still. And then we go to our last patch of strawberries and peas, and one last rose, which is called Queen Mary 2. It's a white rose, and again, beautiful leaf, good fragrance. And then there's strawberry patch here, and my peas that are just about ready to be picked now. Certainly not as many as you probably have in your garden, but we're happy with this one here. And I think that's about it. So thank you for listening. You have a nice day, and goodbye. Bye.